search committee led by Justice Zubair Rahman Chowdhury almost finalized for forming new election commission, triggering government journey towards elections, says law advisor. United Arab Emirates expresses interest to invest in various sectors including renewable energy of Bangladesh as the country's envoy calls on Chief Advisor Dr. Muhammad Yunus. State structure of new Bangladesh must be designed in such a way that a fascist government can never return, says Information and Broadcasting Advisor. Process underway to take Khaleda Zia abroad for better treatment. Acting Chairman Tariq Rahman emphasizes on political unity to protect the hard-earned freedom. At least 93 people killed in Israeli attacks in Lebanon in a day as Hezbollah names Naim Qassem as its new chief. And South Africa scored 307 for 2 wickets against Bangladesh at Stumps on day 1 of Chattogram Test in 2-match series. Assalamu alaikum viewers, I am Tanzila Manar Sultana welcoming you all to News at 10. You have just heard the headlines, now moving on to news in details. Justice Zubair Rahman Chowdhury, a senior judge of the Appellate Division, has been nominated the head of the search committee for the formation of the new election commission. Chief Justice Syed Rifat Ahmed nominated his name along with that of Senior High Court Judge A.K.M. Asaduzzaman, who will serve as a member of the committee. Following their nomination, the Supreme Court administration sent these recommendations to the Cabinet Division. Meanwhile, law advisor Asif Nazrul has said the journey towards the next Jatiyo Shangshad election has begun. The advisor was speaking to the media after a meeting with the UN High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, at the Secretariat today. The law advisor said the gazette declaring the names of the members of search committee formed to constitute new election commission will be published within a day or two.
যে নির্বাচনমুখী প্রক্রিয়া গ্রহণ করার যে কাজ সেটা শুরু হয়ে গেছে, নির্বাচনমুখী যাত্রা শুরু হয়ে গেছে বলতে পারেন, কারণ আমাদের যে নির্বাচন কমিশন গঠন করার জন্য সার্চ কমিটি, সেই সার্চ কমিটি গঠন করা হয়ে গেছে। আমি যতদূর জানি যে এই প্রজ্ঞাপনটা আমাদের চিফ অ্যাডভাইজার ডক্টর মোহাম্মদ ইউনুস স্যার উনি সিগনেচার করে দিলেই আপনারা জানতে পারবেন, হয়তো উনি করেছেনও, আজকে কালকের মধ্যে জেনে যাবেন।
The United Arab Emirates is very keen to invest in Bangladesh's logistics, ports, aviation and renewable energy sector and expressed readiness to support the interim government. Ambassador of the Gulf nation, Abdullah Ali Abdullah Al-Humudi, expressed the interest when he called on the chief advisor of Bangladesh's interim government, Professor Muhammad Yunus, at the State Guest House, Jamuna in Dhaka today. During the meeting, chief advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus thanked the UAE President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan for the release of 57 Bangladeshi people after they were convicted and sentenced by a UAE court recently. He also thanked the UAE government for hosting some 1 million Bangladeshi migrants. Ambassador Al-Humudi expressed his government's support for Bangladesh at a critical time of the country and said the UAE would stand by the interim government and its pro-business policies and reform agenda. He said the DP World, one of the world's largest port operators and Abu Dhabi ports, are very interested to invest in Chittagong port to help boost the country's export competitiveness to the world. He said Masdar, another top firm in the UAE, is also interested to invest in renewable energy, including floating solar projects, the kind of which it has built in Indonesia. Professor Yunus said his government has already rolled out business-friendly policies and would be happy to see more investment from the UAE and visit of more Emirati business people to Bangladesh. The United Nations High Commission for Human Rights is observing the issue of mass killings taken place during the anti-discrimination student movement in July to August. Home Advisor Lieutenant General retired Jahangir Alam Chaudhary said this to journalists after a meeting with United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights Volker Turk at the Secretariat today. The Home Advisor said the fact-finding committee is working on July to August mass killings. The UN High Commission for Human Rights is observing the issue of mass killings with importance, he added. Information and Broadcasting Advisor Nahid Islam has said the state structure of New Bangladesh should be created in such a way so that the fascists can never come back. He said this at a memorial meeting of Shahid Nasib Hassan Rian held at the conference room of the Health Ministry at the Secretariat today, mentioning that expectation towards the interim government have increased due to the anti-discriminatory student movement. The information advisor said in the last 3 months, everyone is imposing demands on the government, but getting rid of shackle of autocracy and fascism for long 16 years is a big achievement, he added.
বাংলাদেশকে নিয়ে নতুন স্বপ্ন আমরা দেখতে পারতেছি। এটা সম্ভব হয়েছে যে এই মানুষগুলা রাস্তায় রাজপথে নেমেছিল, কারণ আমরা লড়াই করেছি, রক্ত দিয়েছি একটা নতুন বাংলাদেশ দেশটাকে পুনর্গঠন করার জন্য, এমনভাবে রাষ্ট্র কাঠামোটাকে তৈরি করার জন্য যাতে স্বৈরতন্ত্র এবং ফ্যাসিবাদ কখনোই ফিরে না আসতে পারে। সেই আকাঙ্ক্ষা যেটা আমাদের আছে, সারা দেশের মানুষের আছে, একটা ন্যায় বিচার ভিত্তিক, মর্যাদা ভিত্তিক, দুর্নীতিমুক্ত বাংলাদেশ, সেটার জন্য আমরা সকলে কাজ করব একসাথে। এবং এই যে শহীদরা রয়েছে, তাদের পরিবার, আহতরা রয়েছে, তাদের প্রতি যাতে আমাদের এই সমবেদনাটা, এই কৃতজ্ঞতাটা সবসময় থাকে।
Later, a munajat was offered seeking eternal blessings of the departed soul of Shahid Nasib Hassan Rian. Process is underway to take Bangladesh Nationalist Party BNP chairperson and former Prime Minister Begum Khaleda Zia abroad for better treatment, said her personal physician Dr. AZM Zahid Hussain. Zahid Hussain, also a member of BNP National Standing Committee, said Begum Zia will be taken to London by a long-distance specialized air ambulance, and from there she will be taken to multidisciplinary medical center in a third country. We have started the process to take Begum Khaleda Zia to a foreign multidisciplinary hospital soon, depending on her health condition. As part of it, we have started working to hire a long-distance specialized air ambulance, he said. BNP Acting Chairman Tariq Rahman laid emphasis on political unity to safeguard the hard-earned freedom. He also urged people not to fall in the trap of instigation by the accomplices of the fascist. Tariq Rahman said this while exchanging views virtually with the members of the Hindu community after the Durga Puja. The BNP Acting Chairman also said that his party would not allow the failure of the interim government. BNP Standing Committee members, including Party Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir, were present on the occasion.
বর্তমান অন্তর্বর্তীকালীন সরকারকে ব্যর্থ করে দিতে পরাজিত অপশক্তি এবং শাসন প্রশাসনে থাকা তাদের দোসররা নানা কৌশলে সক্রিয় হয়ে উঠছে। বিএনপি মনে করে কোনোভাবেই অন্তর্বর্তীকালীন সরকারকে ব্যর্থ হতে দেওয়া যাবে না। এই সরকারের ব্যর্থতা হবে গণতন্ত্রের পক্ষের শক্তির ব্যর্থতা, বাংলাদেশের পক্ষের শক্তির ব্যর্থতা।
The High Court has accepted the petition of BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir to take part in the hearing over the rule relating to legality of the 15th Amendment to the Constitution. The hearing was held today at the High Court bench of Justice Farah Mahbub and Justice Debashish Roy Chaudhary. After the hearing, lawyer Jainul Abidin, who stood for Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir, said that they will present opinions in the hearing on August 19. 5 noted citizens, including Shushashoner Jonno Nagorik Shujon, Secretary Badiul Alam Mojumdar, filed the writ challenging legality of the 15th Amendment to the Constitution. Meanwhile, the writ filed seeking a ban on political activities of 11 political parties, including the Awami League and Jatiya Party, has been called off by the petitioners. The writ was supposed to be placed in the High Court today. The Anti-Discrimination Students Movement and Jatiyo Nagorik Committee have completed talks with political parties on the issue of the removal of the president through a meeting with the leaders of the Left Democratic Alliance today. After the meeting, Jatiyo Nagorik Committee convener Nasiruddin Patwari said they would suggest the government to form a council comprising all political parties. The council will decide the removal of the president on the basis of consensus, he added. Leaders of the Jatiyo Nagorik Committee and Anti-Discrimination Student Movement held talks with 6 parties and 3 alliances, including BNP and Jamaat-e-Islami, in 6 days to build a national consensus on the 5-point demand, including the removal of the president. Moving on to international news.